Hello and welcome to this introductory video talk discussing the AQA Physics A level that's offered at Old Swinford Hospital Sixth Form. I'm going to pass over to the subject lead for physics, Mr. Askins, who's going to talk a little bit more about what the course entails.
Physics is taught by myself, Mr. Askins, and Mr. Hodgson. In Year 12, we cover a range of topics. Some you recognise from GCSE, whilst others may be new to you. Particles and radiation is one of those new topics and deals with the particles that make up the atom, and indeed the particles that protons and neutrons are made of. It also looks at how these particles interact, as well as scratching the surface of the evidence that tells us that particles can behave like waves, as well as waves can behave like particles. Tying into this topic, the physics department has taken regular trips to Geneva, including a visit to CERN and its Large Hadron Collider, as well as to Einstein's house in the Swiss capital Bern. These trips have been hugely rewarding for those that participate. In the waves and optics topic, we explore more deeply into the nature of all types of waves, with an emphasis on a special type called stationary waves. We then delve further into wave properties, particularly refraction, diffraction and superposition. The mechanics topic is similar to that covered in the maths at A level, so students taking both subjects get a thorough understanding of it. We look at forces, moments, velocity and acceleration, Newton's laws and momentum in much greater detail than at GCSE. The materials topic focuses on stretching materials to see how they behave and gives an insight into engineering for those interested in that as a future career. Year 12 work can also with electricity, where we look at series parallel circuits, resistance and the properties of cells. Throughout the year, lots of practical work is undertaken, including 6 required practicals where student skills are assessed. In Year 13, we return to mechanics with circular motion and simple harmonic motion, which deal with rotating objects and objects that have repeated oscillations. These are tied to real-life examples of engineering. In thermal physics, we take ideas from GCSE further and cover specific heat capacity and latent heat, as well as the kinetic theory of gases, which deals with how molecular movements give the gas its properties. The fields topic looks at 3 key areas: gravitational fields, electric fields and magnetic fields. The magnetic field section is particularly relevant to understanding the working of electric motors and generators. In nuclear physics, we take GCSE much further, with particular emphasis on fission and fusion. The course is completed by doing the turning points optional topic, where we look at key physics theory developments and how they changed our view of the world around us. Of particular interest is our work on Einstein's theory of relativity, his special theory of relativity. For example, the twins paradox, Google it. We hope all of our students enjoy their physics lessons and feel supported throughout their time at Old Swinford.
You've heard from Mr. Askins there. The department comprises of himself and Mr. Hodgson, and in terms of the unique features of the department, well, you've got the traditional CERN trip, which unfortunately had to be cancelled this year because of the COVID-19 crisis. That's a regular fixture on the calendar. There's also weekly support sessions available for Physics A level students after school, and students are welcome to drop in any lunchtime as well. So combined with the fact that there's excellent results over time, so last year 8 out of 23 students that did physics achieved an A star, an A grade, and the fact that every single year we have at least one student that chooses to study physics at degree level showcases the supporting nature of the department.
So in physics in year 1 you cover things that lead on from GCSE, so electricity, waves. You also cover more complex topics like quantum phenomena and particles and wave-particle duality and things like that. In year 2 you then extend on your knowledge you learnt in year 1, covering more fields, electric fields, gravitational fields and also capacitors and things like that. And with physics is the course is very challenging, and yeah.
Then exam board and structure the exam if you do?
So at physics at OSH, our exam board is AQA, which means there's 3 exams. Paper 1 is largely Year 1 content, Paper 2 is largely Year 2 content, and Paper 3 is called our options topic. The options topic is turning points in physics, which is key history moments which has led to discoveries today.
Extra support available, possible lessons.
So there's a lot of extra support available for physics, such as after school and lunch times, in dedicated revision sessions. Also, teachers are very flexible with when you can see them. So if you've got a free period which coincides with their free period, you can go and see them and chat to them one-on-one.
And then just like
Initially, physics is very hard and deals with quite complex but fascinating theories and phenomena. But I thoroughly enjoy physics, and OSH and the teachers have inspired me to study physics at university.